Welcome back again to the Liberty Intelligence Organization Network. We are a news recap show that's going to be going over a bunch of information and spitting it out to you all in the hopes that you will come to realize we live in the real world, and if we want to make the world a better place, we all have to become active participants and knowledgeable members of society. So that being said, this is going to be the conclusion here of our initial broadcast, which covers the police state, the emergence of the police state, because as I've mentioned before, this is going to be the thing that becomes obvious. You know, when you start seeing it real time, in real life, outside your door, you know it's here. The time has come. The New World Order has arrived. Basically, we covered the targeting veterans as terrorists. We covered the targeting liberty-loving, patriot citizens as terrorists because they know what the Constitution is. They respect the ideals of freedom. They want everyone to be free. And how dare you do that in the New World Order? In the New World Order, everyone is to be a slave. Freedom is to be erased. Understand that. Again, I'm being sarcastic. We need to stop this. We need to remind people what freedom is. We need to stand up for freedom. Otherwise, it will be taken away. And that is not a joke. It's not a game. It will be taken away. So we covered that. Then we covered that the police are actively being trained to target these people. And then we went over the NDAA, which is going to allow indefinite detention of American citizens without trial, without jury, for any reason. We went over some stuff. We covered some police violence of the police against citizens. And again, that ties into what we're saying. They're being trained. American citizens are the bad guys, and they're treating them as such. And again, I'm not against police. I'm not against military. But I am against them being used by the New World Order to destroy the United States of America. Again, you swore an oath to defend this country and its founding documents and its people. And by giving into the New World Order and not being awake and aware of what's going on around you, you are, in essence, going against what you swore to do. So I'm not against police. I am against the New World Order. And again, don't let them use you as a puppet. If you're a police officer and you watch this, don't let them use you as a puppet. Be a real public official. Be a real servant. Your job is to serve and protect the public. You need to help us. We're crying out to you for help. Now's the time for the police and the military to wake up and to say, look, we realize what's going on, and we just want to remind you people of the United States of America that we will defend our oath. We will stand up for you. That's what we would love to hear. If we heard that, all this anti-police, all this anti-military stuff would come to an end. We would once again have faith that we can trust our police, we can trust our military. And again, that trust, just like the trust of the government is broken apart, that trust will also break apart unless you guys make an active stance to show us, the citizens, that you are awake to how you're being used. Even if you don't go against how you're being used right off the bat. So basically we've outlined that. We went over drones, NSA data centers, and the TSA, and we might have covered some other topics, but those are what comes to mind at the moment. And again, I didn't bring any stuff with me. I just wanted this to be a brief review of everything that was done in the initial broadcast and explain to everyone that the New World Order is real, and they are kicking it into overdrive now. Again, they kicked it into high gear at the beginning of this year. In 2001, they kicked it into, I want to say, fourth gear. You know, they already had it in third gear, so they kicked it into fourth gear after 9/11. Then just this year, they kicked it into high gear, and now they're kicking it into overdrive. And it's really, they've got the supercharger on now. The New World Order, sports cars running us down, and we got to try and either make a stand together so that we stop this New World Order train that is barreling towards us. If we stand together, we can stop it. Because we don't have Superman able to stop a locomotive. We have to stand together to stop it. Or we can let them kick it into hyperdrive or light speed. And once they kick it into light speed, we lose the chance of stopping it with our information. And I don't want to see that happen. Again, I don't endorse any sort of violence. This is all about information, knowledge, and power. Through knowledge and information, knowing the world around you, being aware of the world around you. Again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in here to the initial broadcast. Again, go back and rewatch it if you haven't watched all of the sections. all the segments. Go back and rewatch them, and tell your friends about it. Try and wake up as many people as you can. I want to make a final plug here for Infowars.com and Alex Jones and Infowars Nightly News. I want people to again, if you like what I'm talking about here, go and follow them. And they're really breaking it down a lot better than I can do it. But again, here at the Liberty Intelligence Organization Network, me and the co-founder, we're going to try to kick it up more. But again, as we kick it up more, we're going to be spitting out a lot of information, and we're not going to be able to link to. Go look it up for yourself. Stay informed, folks. Thanks for joining us here on the first broadcast, and we'll see you in the second broadcast, I hope. Have a good one, everybody.